Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani, 30 home runs, 80 RBI, 10 stolen bases, batting .288. Batting second, playing center, Tommy Edman. Utility man, has 5 home runs, 27 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .271. Mookie Betts, batting third, playing short, 16 home runs, 47 RBI, a .237 average. Freddie Freeman, batting cleanup, playing first, 15 homers, 61 RBI, 301 on the year. Teoscar Hernandez, batting fifth, 11 home runs, 44 RBI, 248 average. Miguel Rojas is batting sixth and at second. 3 home runs, 18 RBI, 274 on the year. Alex Call is in right field, batting seventh, 1 home run and a .261 average. Kike Hernandez is at third and batting eighth. He has 2 home runs and a .235 clip. Ben Rortvedt is behind the plate, 3 for 28 on the year with 1 RBI. On the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 12-7 with a 2.61 ERA and a shiny 0.90 whip. 151 innings, 101 hits allowed, 145 strikeouts, 35 walks, 15 home runs given up. He'll be going head-to-head with the conductor, Chris Sale. 12-9 with a 2.20 ERA and a 1.03 whip. 135 innings, 166 punch-outs, 111 hits allowed, 28 walks, 8 home runs served. Backing up Sale in the bottom of the first inning, leading off behind the plate, it's Drake Baldwin. 21 home runs, 65 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .274. Ozzie Albies, batting second, playing second. 20 home runs, 67 RBI, and a .255 clip. Matt Olson, batting third, playing first. 37 RBI, 37 home runs, 78 RBI, a .260 average. Dubon is in left and batting cleanup, 10 homers, 63 RBI. Michael Harris II will be patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. 21 home runs and a 72 RBI, a .291 clip. Lane Thomas, the designated hitter, is batting sixth. 11 home runs, 40 RBI, 9 stolen bases, batting .232. The Yaz is batting seventh and in right field, 9 home runs, 34 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .229. Austin Riley, batting eighth, playing third. 15 home runs, 61 RBI, and a .222 average. And Hassan Kim gets the start at short. 5 RBI, none bigger than the one last night. 6 for 77 on the year, none bigger than that hit last night. He has 1 stolen base on the year. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, it's Eric Backus. Your first base umpire, Chris Segal. Second base will be manned by Laz Diaz. And down the third base line, it's Edwin Jimenez. Game time temperatures here, Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. 82 degrees with the wind blowing in slightly at about 5 miles an hour from left center into right center. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 124 on the money line. Los Angeles plus 115. The over-under is 7.5. Our pick to click tonight, not a big sample size of guys who have seen Yamamoto and have even hit him well. Ha-Seong Kim, by the way, is 2 for 5 lifetime with a home run. That's probably one of the reasons why he got the start tonight. Riley, 1 for 3. Diaz, 1 for 6. Harris, 1 for 3. Ozzie, 0 for 2. Olsen, 0 for 3. Dubon and Drake have never seen him. So our pick to click tonight, we're going to expect a pitcher's duel, and we'll give us our best chance by picking someone high in the order. Although it's interesting, Yamamoto has reverse splits, meaning right-handers have an easier time getting base hits against him than left-handers. So we're going to go with Mauricio Dubon. He's batting cleanup. He's a right-handed bat. And we'll take your Atlanta Braves to win this one 3-2.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo!
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the Country Club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the Country Club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, everybody. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. My man Nathaniel Brooks, Rebecca, Oswaldo Perez. What you talking about, Willis? Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Allison Washingland, Right Said Fred. Uncle Charlie. When E.F. Falk talks, people listen. Gary the Real McCoy. Chop Shop. John. The Buffalo Brave, all wrapped into one. Evan Jackson. Greg, is it Chopin? Isn't that how Chopin? No, wait a minute. I think it had a U in it. Joe Rowe. See if I've missed anybody else. James Ray. Assuming James Fisher King's in here, but I haven't seen him yet. I haven't been looking at the chat. We've been firing up and running around like a chicken with my head cut off. The Monkey DC crew. Mike P. Antonio Ramirez. If we haven't said your name, jump into the chat. Kevin O, good to see you. Who else do we have in here? We're just about set for first pitch. Atlanta Braves wearing their home whites. It looks like Sale is just going out there for his final warm-up tosses, so we've got about a minute before first pitch. Braves wearing their home whites, Braves across the chest in red outlined in navy. Tomahawk the same striped in gold. Numerals on the back the same, and the names are in navy. Navy ball cap, red bill, and the white A representing the city of Atlanta. Boston to Milwaukee to the A, your Atlanta Braves, America's team since 1871, the longest running sports franchise in North American history. And it is time to play ball. Los Angeles Dodgers are wearing their ultimate Dodger blues tonight. Dodger blue jersey with white lettering, Dodgers across the chest. Names and numerals the same on the back. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we'll kick it in for you. Shohei Ohtani digging in. We are set. We'll lift the screen. Lefty-lefty matchup. Shohei Ohtani swings at the very first pitch he sees. Dribbles it over to second. Ozzie flips it to Olsen. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. Haven't already, please smash that like and subscribe. Helps us build the channel, bring more folks in here to chat along with you. So lefty-righty matchup now is the number 2 hitter, Tommy Edman, to the plate. First pitch, four-seam fastball. Right there on the inner cut, it's 1-0. What you'll get from Chris Sale tonight is a 4-pitch mix. Slider that he throws 42% of the time, and the four-seamer at 38 is the 1-0 swing and a miss. Bringing the hot cheese up top, it's 1-1. Changeup at 10%, sinker at about 9%. So he's got 4 pitches, but he leans on 2 more than he does the other 2. The 1-1 swing and a miss over the slider, it's 1-2. Infield back into the left. Across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves is Dubon. Harris and Yastrzemski around the horn, third to first. Riley, Kim, Ozzie, and Olsen. Drake is behind the plate, and Sale is on the bump. The 1-2 to Edman. Drifts away, 2-2. Think of him as their switch hitting version of Mauricio Dubon. They can put him almost anywhere in the field, and the guy can go out and get it. He's been a very good batter over the years, too. Started with the St. Louis Cardinals. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Pumps that four-seamer right down the fast lane, and there's two down. Big strike out there for Chris Sale. Till he's pumped. That one came in at 97 miles an hour, and that's not nothing. Mookie Betts to the plate. Lefty-righty, first pitch right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks, swing, laces it into left field. That is down for a base hit, and it's a two-out single for Mookie Betts and the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers. So that'll bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. He is 4 for 12 lifetime against Chris Sale with 2 home runs and 4 RBI, so a .333 average. Lefty-lefty matchup. Sale bringing it. The first pitch, swing, chops a sinker over to Ozzie. Ozzie's got it, flips it to first, and that'll end the inning. The Dodgers go down quietly. We go to the bottom of the first. Braves grab the sticks, looking for those broomsticks in a sweep tonight in Atlanta. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Good to see everybody tonight. No doubleheader tomorrow. I had something I had to take care of, and I either have to do it tomorrow or Saturday morning, and chose tomorrow. Well, a lot of things, but first of all, Red Sox-Yankees is a bigger matchup than the Reds going to Chicago. We still have one more Cubbies Wrigley Friday game left, so we'll make sure to get that one out. We go to the bottom of the first inning, and Drake Baldwin leads off. First pitch, swing and blasted. Stay fair. Stay fair. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. One pitch and ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot, and the Drake snakes Yamamoto and the Dodgers.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake
1-0. The Drake is good. 402 happy feet down the right field line. And first pitch swinging, first pitch dinging, and the Braves lead it 1-0. That's a huge first run. For those of y'all who are not familiar with Yamamoto, he's one of the best in the game. And if you can get to him early with Sale on the mound, that is enormous. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch upstairs, curveball misses high, it's 1-0. He threw over what looked to me a get-me-over fastball. And a lot of guys, you can get away with that, but he put it right in his wheelhouse, the 1-0. Upstairs. Just misses the zone ball 2-2. Looked like one he could have challenged and succeeded on. 2-0 count. I mean, that pitch was right down Main Street. The 2-0 swing and a miss, 2-1. The 2-1. Fouls it back, 2-2. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Just getting started here in the bottom of the first. The 2-2. Outside wide, ball 3-3-2. So a full count to Ozzie Albies. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Four-seam fastball. And there's one away. What you'll get from Yamamoto is a four-seamer, a cutter, a sinker, a curve, and a slider. So a 5-pitch mix. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch swinging by Matt Olson. He'll dribble that into the glove of Freddie Freeman, and it'll be a 1-pitch out and quickly 2 down. Left to right for the Dodgers, it's Teoscar Hernandez, Edman, and Alex Call in the outfield left to right. Around the horn, third to first. Kike Hernandez, Mookie, Rojas, and Freddie Freeman. Rortvedt is behind the plate, and Yamamoto is on the hill. Mauricio Dubon. First pitch. Bends away, called for a wide strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing. Lifts it out towards second base. It's going to be a soft line drive out, and that'll end the inning. So after the home run, 3 really quick outs, we'll go to the top of the second inning, leading by 1 here in Braves country.
Here's the 0-1. This is going to be a tough play. The Cubs win the World Series. Brian makes the play. It's over. And the Cubs have finally won it all.
Let's pull up our bootstraps, oil up a couple of asses, and do a little plowing of our own. Not gay sex. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was just a time that my career was really just starting. I learned a lot. I was kind of getting stronger. I was starting to be able to do things I hadn't been able to do.
And he broke one to deep right field.
That ball jumps off his bat.
And just say, okay, I can do that. Let's push for more, right? And never stop trying to get better.
Mattingly hits one out of here. Holy cow. 35th home run and RBI number 145. What a year.
Donnie was the MVP that year. And, that year was just amazing to watch.
The MVP award was the capstone of a tremendous year, but it was also bittersweet, with the Yankees missing out on the postseason despite winning 97 games.
We were like probably the second or third best team in baseball record-wise. I mean, teams like us should have been in the playoffs and at least had a chance.
We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Chris Sale goes back to work with a 1-run lead. If you're just joining us, Drake Baldwin leads us off with the home run. First pitch of the game against Yamamoto. Going back to work, first pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Eleven home runs on the year for Hernandez. He is 5 for 20 lifetime against Chris Sale, so a 250 average. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. 1-1 count. He's gone four-seam to start the at-bat, both coming in mid-90s. 1-1. Swing! Fouls back to 96-mile-an-hour fastball. A little more oomph on that one. 1-2. The 1-2 from Sale. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Punched him out on the bottom of the track, and there's one away. Chase that soft leaning slider. Good pitch here by Sale. That'll bring Miguel Rojas to the plate. He is a little bit of a platoon player, but more so off the bench. Utility man these days for the Dodgers. First pitch right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Rojas coming in batting .274 on the year with 3 home runs. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Underneath it is Ozzie Albies. He'll make the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. Third game of a 3-game set. The Braves have taken the first 2 here in Atlanta. They've taken the first 4 of 5 against the Dodgers. Took 2 of 3 in Los Angeles earlier this year. So if these 2 teams do end up in a tie, and that would decide who gets the nod for the higher seed, which would mean a bye. First pitch upstairs, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. With that being said, the Dodgers are currently 2 games in front of the Braves. With a better record. The 0-1 pitch right there. 0-2. Braves come into today's action 4.5 in front of Philadelphia. For the division lead, their magic number 25. Your country club members. It has been updated for your emojis. The 0-2 count, down and in, 1-2. They're saying that hit him? Okay. Kike Hernandez, the batter. First pitch right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way. Swing. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. Kike Hernandez, I mean, he's pretty much in the same boat as Miguel Rojas. They have built this roster with these veteran bench guys that they like to use in platoon areas that can play all over the field. So just think of like multiple Mauricio Dubon types, but a little older. The 0-2 count. Upstairs misses. 1-2. I've always liked the construction of their roster, and I'm not talking about the cheat codes they have when they throw $700 million at Ohtani. I'm talking about when you build a team that guys can play multiple positions all over the place. The 1-2 pitch. Caught, looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. He'll sit down and think about it. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the second we go. 1-0 good, guys. We grab the bats when we return.
Did not put your Christmas tree up yet. Don't you dare disrespect Thanksgiving like that. Who can't? It's up. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho. I don't know what y'all expect from me, a shrine to the pilgrim.
There's a drive at the deep left field. Look out now. That ball is going down. Hits it over the left field fence for a home run, and the Pirates win it 10-9 and win the World Series.
You like it cold in your room when you sleep?
No, I like it perfect.
What's perfect?
About 77.
If I went to somebody's house and they had their thermostat turned up to 77, I would leave, get in my truck, and call the police.
One question we've been asking a lot of the ball players across the league, who would be the one ball player if they had to pay to see, and like 70% of them are saying you.
For that stretch, there wasn't a better player in the game, defensively, offensively.
He was as good as there was. He just played the game with a great passion because he could do the little things. He could rise to the occasion. If you needed a double, you needed a home run, he could do that. And Donnie didn't strike out, and I'm sure when he struck out, he wanted to break something every time he did. I was the same way.
For me, I just hardly ever struck out. You know, I could always just, what I swung at, I hit.
Oh, what a butcher boy job that was, huh?
A Mattingly strikeout was so rare that from 1984 to 1986, he was more than twice as likely to either double or homer than go down on strikes, a notion that would be unheard of now.
This hit way back in right field. I mean, that bat came around like a rattlesnake.
Notice Ron Acuna Jr. is not in the lineup tonight. Righty-lefty matchup. Michael Harris stepping in. First pitch on the way is upstairs. Mrs. Hyatt's 1-0. They'll never admit if they were benching him because of the lazy play that cost us a base last night. So we'll never know that answer. I do believe a lot of it has to do with more so he's been struggling, and they don't want him facing Yamamoto because Yamamoto's an elite pitcher, and you got a guy who's struggling. I mean, that can further the problems. So this may just be a good old-fashioned take a rest to kind of clear your head type of spot. Pitch inside, they check down the line, and they said that Harris went around, so it's 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Take that for what it's worth. But you didn't see any of the media actually questioning what happened there. There was one statement made as the 1-2. Caught looking strike 3, punched him out on the inner corner, and there's one away. Filthy pitch by Yamamoto. Walt Weiss was asked about, let's see, where is it at? He was asked about Ohtani advancing to second on what many folks thought was a failed deke attempt. And that's exactly what it was by Acuna. As the first pitch fouled away, it's 0-1. And he said that Acuna was looking to throw to first, but Matt Olson wasn't there. So it's almost like they're passing the buck like it was Matt Olson's fault, the 0-1 pitch inside. 1-1. The point is, throw the damn ball to second base. You throw it to the lead base, and that's not a problem. 1-1 count. Four-seam fastball misses inside. 2-1. If you remember, the ball was smoked down the line, and Olsen gave an attempt at it, and he was out of the picture. He was in foul territory by the time he came to a stop as the 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. So he was nowhere near first base. And even if Acuna thinks he's going to throw to first behind Ohtani, the moment he throws to first, Ohtani's going to take second anyways. The 2-2 count. In the dirt. I tweeted about it, and there's a video replay that you can look at it on the quote tweet. But you can see that clearly Olsen was nowhere near at first. So if he's taking a wide turn like that, throw it to second and keep him from going to the base. 3-2 pitch is fouled off by Lane Thomas, but anyways, that was their version of PR. They're going to say that it wasn't intentional, but anybody that saw it could see he was trying to deke the runner. And he's done it all year long. He thinks it's cute. It has never worked. The payoff pitch. Swing, chopper, on the ground over to third. It's going to be a quick 5-3 flip. Wide throw, and Laz Diaz says that he tagged Thomas coming by the first base bag, 2 down. Good grab by Freddie, saving Kike Hernandez there. That would have been an error for sure. Just a wide throw, and this is a guy who's doesn't play often, and he plays all over the diamond. So you know there's going to be some rust, even though he's been one of the best to do it for a long time. So anyways, that's, if you missed it, that's what was said, and I knew they weren't going to try to press him. They just let Weiss say his statement, and then nobody challenged. The 0-1 count to Yaz. Yamamoto kicks and fires. Inside, 0-2. So after that first pitch where he was well over the plate and got clocked over the right field wall, Yamamoto is back to being Yamamoto. It's going to be tough getting runs on this cat. The 0-2 pitch, swing, knocks it on the ground over to third. That's going to be a 5-3 putout in a quick inning. Just 24 pitches. They are not making him work, and that could be a problem later. Braves lead it 1-0. Sale goes back to work when we return.
Tell me what you hear the sentence as being. Okay.
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
That's what I got too.
So, are you sure you don't hear that isn't my receipt?
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
This is just maybe you're hearing Bart Simpson bouncing.
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
And then
that is embarrassing.
Another one. Lobsters in motion.
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Those people told you for days in advance that if the university sought to go ahead with that construction, they were going to physically destroy the university. Now, why did you
negotiate many times?
Negotiate? What is to negotiate? What is?
The university is a public institution.
That's
it's
right.
But
the university,
for all of its own community and for the community of Berkeley that live around it.
All of it began the first time some of you who know better and are old enough to know better let young people think that they had the right to choose the laws they would obey as long as they were doing it in the name of social protest.
86, I felt like was my best year. For me, that was like a hit for power, hit for average, my at-bats. I felt like that was like my best year.
Mattingly led the league in hits, doubles, and slugging in 1986, hitting .352 with 31 home runs and finishing runner-up in MVP voting. But despite his success, for the second straight year, a 90-win Yankee team missed the postseason. All Mattingly could do was return in 87 with the same relentless drive as ever.
Oh, Donnie.
Donnie was one of the hardest workers that I had ever seen in play. He would go in the cage before batting practice and take batting practice. Then after batting practice was over, he'd take batting practice.
Chris Sale comes back to the bump. We go to the top of the third inning. 1-0 good guys. And the first pitch is a strike right there to Ben Rortvedt. It's 0-1. Batting .250 on the year. 083 versus right-handed pitching. That's why you only see him. It's really strange reverse split, but that's why you see a lefty starting versus Sale. Second pitch right there, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Sit him down, Joe. My fingers are so. Chris Sale's fourth strikeout of the day. His over-under today was 6.5, I believe. Yes, 6.5 for strikeouts. Back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 1 with the ground out to second. First pitch on the way. Drops a slider just below the knees. It's 1-0. Robert Suarez was throwing again in Atlanta, and the word we have is the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss over the sinker. It's 1-1. He is going to start throwing bullpens next week. They showed him throwing on flat ground out in the outfield, but he was bringing it. He wasn't just playing catch. So he should be back to the bullpen sessions next week as the 1-1 swing and miss is 1-2. And then my guess would be they're going to try to ramp him up. I think for as long as he's been out, he's going to have to go on a rehab assignment. And they would hope to have him back sometime middle to late September. 1-2 count. Swing. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. In a perfect world, he would have been ready to roll before the Philadelphia series. But that doesn't appear like that's going to be possible. And I don't think he's going to be ready by the second one, which is only – Braves played the Phillies 7 times in 10 days, and it doesn't look like it's the 1-2. Outside wide 2-2. Unless they really ramp him up quickly, and I don't know why they would, because you want to win the division. You'd like to have him available. The big thing is you got to have him in October if you have any chance. Keeping that bullpen fresh up every single game. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Chris Sale already with a nickel on the board. 5 punchies. 2 down. Walt Weiss was asked about having Lane Thomas in the lineup against right-handers. And he talked about Yamamoto's splits played a role. I told y'all earlier before the game started that Yamamoto's right-handed splits, it's really strange, but right-handers tend to hit him better than left-handers. It's the first pitch right there for a strike. It's 0-1. But then he did add that he emphasized that Lane Thomas was not brought in to be strictly a platoon player. He looks at him as much more than that. The 0-2 swing and a miss upstairs. So an 0-2 count. The Rockies versus Braves starts tomorrow. We have the starters for that. We'll get into that as soon as we get a chance. The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Chris Sale doing it. We'll be back in a flash. 6 punch outs for the conductor.
Whoa, whoa. Chicka, 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 chicka. Whoa, whoa.
I've been feeling kind of down today, so I'm just going to go to the gas station, let the crackheads tell me I look like Beyonce. You may not see it, but them see it, especially for $2.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
He never complained, never alibied. He was never known to criticize a teammate or call an opposing ball player lucky. He accepted his great success modestly and the many vicissitudes of his life in silence. He was easy to like and hard to know. New York World Telegram.
If Walter Johnson and Christy Mathewson had a challenger for the title of best pitcher in baseball, it was a troubled young right-hander named Grover Cleveland Alexander, a Nebraska farm boy, the son and grandson of alcoholics, and one of 13 children. He had honed his startling accuracy by hurling rocks to kill birds to help feed his family. He was a minor league star at 22 when a shortstop's throw to first hit him squarely between the eyes. He was unconscious for 2 days, then stricken with double vision. He kept throwing anyway, and after months of relentless work, his vision suddenly and mysteriously cleared, though he remained subject to epileptic seizures for the rest of his life.
Austin Riley goes to the plate and Yamamoto back to work. First pitch on the way is a sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Riley batting .222 on the year, 15 home runs, 1 for 3 lifetime versus Yamamoto. The 0-1 out and away, 1-1. One count. Yamamoto flips. Down and away. Ball 2, 2-1. Pitching probables for your Atlanta Braves this weekend. It's going to be Holmes, Perez, and Molly. The 2-1 pitch. Man, he took a wild swing at a splitter that was nowhere near. That pitch wasn't in the zone. That pitch wasn't even in the state of Georgia. That thing was hanging out damn near in Chattanooga. I don't know what that was about with the 2-1 leading the count. The 2-2. High and inside. 3-2. It'll be Holmes versus Sagano on Friday. Feltner versus Perez. Martin Perez on Saturday. And Molly versus Adams on Sunday. It's a 7:15 start tomorrow night, 4 o'clock Saturday, 1:30 on Sunday. The 3-2 swing, fouls it away. We'll do it again. So a full count. Brings it. Swing, fouls it back. Braves lead it 1-0. Yamamoto looking in. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled the string on that splitter again. This one was over the plate. And there's one away. One up, one down, and Hassan Kim getting a little bit of a mini standing ovation coming to the plate. First pitch on the way, check swing, four-seam win around. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing lifted. Deep down the left field line, but plenty foul well out in front of that one. It's 0-2. The 0-2 from Yamamoto. Kicks and fires, swing, hard hit ball through the hole. That's a base hit. And look at there, Ha-Seong Kim. Back-to-back hits. How about that?
Hitting? Not about muscle. It's simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant. It's not complicated.
Righty-lefty matchup. Drake Baldwin, the batter, 1 on, 1 out. Baldwin 1 for 1 with a home run. First pitch swinging. Swinging up top with the cutter up around his eyeballs. It's 1-1. The 0-1. Inside. 1-1. I am so hard to believe on this one. 29 teams are saying. I got to make sure that's a credible source. Is the 1-1 inside ball 2-1. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out. Half the people have him clearing waivers. The other half says he was picked up. The 2-1 count. Swing, chops it down the first base side. Foul ball. Freddie Freeman had it. He was trying to throw it over to second. That would have been a dopey throw by Freeman. He probably had already heard the foul and decided to just toss the ball because he had first base easily. If that would have been fair and that throw would have happened, would have hit Kim in the back, and everybody would have been safe. But I think Freeman was just kind of playfully throwing it. There's no way that was intentional. Eugenio Suarez was put on waivers by the Cincinnati Reds a couple of days ago. The news didn't break till yesterday after he hit a grand slam as the 2-2 runner goes down to second base. And how about that? Ha-Seong Kim, get you some, baby. He steals second base.
I feel the need.
Great jump. Ha-Seong Kim. Is he going to end up being an October hero and everyone will forget all this? What are you talking about? Kim never struggled. I don't remember that in 2026. First pitch off that stolen base on a 3-2 is chopped back foul. We'll do it again. So I'm going to wait till I see it actually from a credible source. There are folks that are saying that Eugenio Suarez and TJ Friedel made it all the way through waivers. And we got this random dude from CBS Sports as the payoff pitch, swinging a missed strike 3, 2 down. But he doesn't hardly have any followers, so I have a hard time believing this guy is much of a credible source. Calls himself an insider. Anyways, he claims the Yankees claimed him off waivers. This other rando is saying that they both cleared waivers. So we'll wait to see how the dust settles, what the truth is. But the point is, Eugenio Suarez is out there on the open market as the first pitch to Ozzie Albies swinging and missing. It's 0-1. He is a third baseman who has 19 home runs on the year, does not hit for a high number. But you telling me that 29 teams aren't going to try to take a swing at him, I just don't want him to get down to Philadelphia. Because Philadelphia has a huge problem with right-handed power. on their rosters. The 0-1 fouls it back. It's 0-2. Eugenio Suarez has also famously owned Atlanta Braves pitching in the past. So in other words, I don't think he's ever going to fall to us for like a bench option, DH, that kind of thing. I don't think he'll ever make it that far. I really don't want to see him end up in a Phillies uniform. The 0-2 count. Kicks and fires, swing, pop up. Will stay in play, giving chase in the shallow left field foul territory. Kike Hernandez will make the grab, and that'll end the inning. So Ha-Seong Kim did his job. What's wrong with the rest of the bats? Huh? So you got to carry this team? We'll be back in a flash.
Drug dealers and OnlyFans models are out there buying their third house, but I'm over here with morals. What the
I'm Phil Rizzuto for The Money Store, where we can help make your dreams come true. Can you imagine what you could do with $5,000, $10,000, $50,000? You could pay off all your debts, invest in business, or use the money for anything you desire. Imagine anything you desire. Want more information? Call The Money Store toll-free. In New Jersey, dial 800-672-1001. In Connecticut, dial 1-800-842-1105.
I'm at work just thinking about how white people really did something when they said F off. Yeah, because do that.
Do you want to know what 30 years of marriage looks like? Let me give you a real life example. Okay, I was laying on the floor in our family room, just taking a break for a minute. My husband was gonna grill burgers for dinner tonight. I, of course, had to go to the store to get all the stuff for the burgers and ask if he would grill them. So he walks into the family room, and I'm right there on the floor, just taking a little cat nap. And I hear him say, "Call Amy." And he calls my phone and starts leaving a message. "Hey, I'm starting the grill." I'm right here.
One of the portions of my memory of baseball, which is purest and most joyous, is rehearsing in my mind the swing of Ted Williams. He coiled on himself like a barber pole turning around. He had that compact swing that was totally efficient, strong, and that looked loose and graceful, although it was so compact and efficient. It was a wonderful thing to see. I can see it in my head as often as I like.
I've tried my hardest to like people. I really have. But then they start talking and stuff. I don't like that.
Chris Sale has a 1-0 lead against the Trolley Dodgers. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Lefty-righty matchup. Throws the first pitch to Mookie Betts. Little frisbee on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick and tired of Ha-Seong Kim carrying this offense all year long. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. 1-1 count. This guy's hitting walk-offs last night. He got on and stole second tonight. Back-to-back hits. The 1-1 pitch, outside wide, 2-1. I'll tell you right now, if I had a printing press outside Truist Park right now, I'd be printing up a boat ton of Ha-Seong Kim for MVP t-shirts. I bet you would sell some. I bet people coming out of there loving the irony. The 2-1 pitch. Swing blasted. High, but not very deep. Will it fall? It's going to fall, and it's going to be extra bases. Here comes the throw into second base. Wild throw. Ozzie Albies tries to tag Mookie Betts, but he can't get to him. Both of them were crawling back to second base. They both lost their balance. Mookie was thinking about going 3. Mookie is safe, and it's a leadoff double for the Dodgers. That was a difficult place. That was good old-fashioned Bermuda Triangle right there. Nobody could get to that one. All 3 defenders are giving chase. Dubon, Kim, and Riley. Kim was the closest, and he really shouldn't have been. I mean, he had a longest way to go between all of them. But none of them had a real chance. So lefty, 1-0 your score. The first pitch swinging, lifted high and deep. Michael Harris cutting it off. Here comes the throw to third. Ball's fired in. It's a wild throw, but a good backup by Chris Sale, or that would have been at least one more base. Great defense by Chris Sale backing up Austin Riley. A wild throw by Harris as he was trying to keep Mookie Betts from advancing, and Mookie does stay at second. It's a good overall hustle by everybody on that play. I mean, really, Riley's got to get in front of that. I think he was more worried about where Mookie was, but he's got to get in front of that ball. He kind of backhanded it, kind of stabbed at it as it's going by. You got to make sure you knock it down more than anything else. First pitch is right there for a strike to Teoscar Hernandez. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, kicks and fires. Swing, fouls it back, 0-2. No, Acuna's not hurt, Mark. He's just not in the lineup tonight. The 0-2. Swing, punches it back, foul. We talked about that at the beginning of the game, but the short of it is we're not going to be given an actual definite answer. Some of it may have been the poor effort last night and been going on for a while, but he's also been struggling mightily at the plate, and they probably just wanted to give him a night off. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer, blew it right by him. Strikeout number 7 for Sale. Braves lead it 1-0. Lefty righty, first pitch in the dirt to Rojas. It's 1-0. 1-0. Rojas popped up his first time up. Brings it. Swing lifted. High into center field. Drifting back. Making the catch is Michael, and that'll end the inning. 75% of this great world is covered by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. We go to the fourth here in Braves country, leading by 1.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week. Well,
you drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Well, I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready. There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back. Matt Olson leads us off. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is down and in from Yamamoto. It's 1-0. Yoshibu Yamamoto sitting at, that was pitch 46 on the night. This will be 47. The 1-0 pitch right down Main Street. Splitter, 1-1. One count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I know most folks despise the Dodgers, and understandably so. If you watch the Dodgers last postseason, watch what Yamamoto did. I mean, that was one for the ages. To me, it's nothing. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing, but nothing has beat Mad Bum's October for the Giants, and what was that, 2014, I think? Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. But Yamamoto's was right there. I mean, it was right there. The 2-2. Swing. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. Man, you talk about wanting to be mad. I was flipping around earlier to put one of our monitors on one of the college football. You know, they got a bunch of minor league college football games on tonight. Is the 2-2 outside wide 3-2. It's basically just to keep up with the bottom score. And the one that I picked, they had technical difficulties at least 15 minutes, and it was supposed to start a little while ago. Can you imagine waiting for your team to play all off season, and then your only way of watching it would have been that channel? It's a 3-2 pitch, swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. And I have not seen any kind of an update. All they do is they keep flashing stuff on the side telling you where you can watch WNBA games later on this weekend. Woo! Hot under the collar! The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Man, Matt Olson. He is not picking up Yamamoto. One away. Fifth strikeout of the day for Yamamoto, just giving up the one run. He's given up 2 hits. Sale with 2 hits. Sale, no runs, no walks. Neither man has walked the batter. And Sale with 7 strikeouts. So great pitching matchups. What we expected. First pitch swinging. Dubon fouls it back. It's 0-1. It feels like if you were going to get Yamamoto, you would have to get him. It would have to be a team that he's just not focused on. Like if he's fired up and ready to pitch against a team as the 0-1 misses high and in, 1-1. There's not much of a chance you're going to be able to slap him around. I think there's more of a chance that he gives up a ton of runs to the Royals one night because he went out partying the night before, not taking it seriously. The 1-1 count. Dubon digging in. The pitch. Swing. Laces it towards right field, and that should be out number 2. It is. F9 your scorecard. Alex Call with the grab, and that'll bring Michael Harris II to the plate. Harris struck out looking his first time up. He had one pitch that he kind of check swinged that was called. Other than that, he just stood there and watched it. So hopefully he gets a better game plan on this at bat. Righty lefty, they set up on the outer edge. The first pitch to Michael, way outside wide. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Way outside wide, ball 2-2. This is not the team you're going to see if we run into them in the postseason. We didn't see Skubal. We didn't see Snell. They're both fine. It wasn't their turn in the lineup. The other thing is Will Smith will be back from the IL by then, and he's their everyday catcher as the 2-0. Right there on the outer edge, 2-1. That was off the plate. I thought Michael probably should have challenged that. But the 2-1. Pitch number 60. Swing and a miss at the cutter, 2-2. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Edwin Diaz was probably going to be back, but he was struggling so bad. I don't know if he'll be back, if he'll even make the postseason roster if he pitches like he did when he came back originally, the 2-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball in the dirt, strike 3. They paid Edwin Diaz $21 million a year to be their closer, and they put him on a ghost IL just about a week ago.
I don't know what type of cellular device you have, but all of them have these little buttons on the side that you can mash the button with your booger-picking finger. You can mash the button and turn the volume up or down. Yeah, if we're too loud for you.
Is screen time a babysitter?
I mean, if I need to scrub paint off the walls or take a call from work, sure. But no, it's not a full-time babysitter. Although the amount I pay for streaming, I can hire 2 babysitters. My God, I'm such a dad.
The cardigan doesn't help either.
Okay.
Is parenting harder than it used to be?
Well, see, now I think you're trying to get me in trouble here. I think the question honestly might be, is parenting harder or is being a parent harder?
I'm
pretty sure the dads are going to watch this. I think that might have come out wrong.
There's a looper, may drop. It's in for a hit. Here comes a throw to third. Rose hits the dirt. He's safe.
The one thing with him, and I think Mike Pagliarulo also fell under this, they hit so much in the cage.
I know Donnie loved it, and I guess we probably could have cut that back a little bit if you had to go back. You know, it probably took a little bit too much on the body, wear and tear on the body.
Other way.
I'm not a doctor, I don't play one on TV, but just think of the torque that it creates on your back.
You know what it is? Like when you're young, you just like keep going. Like you don't stop and nothing's going to stop you. You think you're bulletproof and you're not going to get hurt. And then eventually 87 was the first time it's like, no, you can't keep going, right? You're going to have to stop.
Don Mattingly will be out for at least the next 2 weeks. While taking batting practice last night, he strained a muscle.
I don't know, I was on the DL 2-3 weeks, whatever, and came right back and jumped right into it and got hot. And so it's like, nothing's going to stop me.
Welcome back. Chris Sale goes back to work. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch to Out's call. Four-seam fastball high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Braves' sole run came on a solo shot by Drake Baldwin, first pitch of the game, the 1-0. Swing fouls it back 1-1. He's going four-seam here. 402 feet into right field towards the chop house. Braves have 2 hits. It was that one and then the one by Hassan Kim where he stole second and was left stranded. The 1-1 high and out of the zone. Ball 2-2. 2-1 count. Outer edge. Just misses 3-1. Try to hit him with the slider. Swing, lifts it high and deep into left center field. Drifting over, making the catch with these is Money Mike, and there's one away. It's going to bring Ben Rortvedt to the plate. Lefty-righty, the first pitch right there drops the slider. Looked like it was below the knees, and it was, but we got the call. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, chopper on the ground over to Riley. Riley's got time, fires it. Perfect throw to Matt Olson, and there's 2 down. Armchair Quarterback Radio Show comes back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be here Fridays at 6 p.m. unless we noted other reason. The only thing that would move that would be the time of the baseball game that we're calling. For those of y'all who may not have caught it before, we talked college and pro football. We talked the lines, the betting lines is the main thing that we talk about. And we've got a new segment this year that I think you might like. The first pitch on the way is a slider right there on the outer edge. Called for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Down and away, 1-1. The only hint I'll give you is that my costume came in yesterday, so we're ready to roll. Weren't sure if it was going to get here in time. 1-1 count. Sale bringing it, swing. That'll get knocked into left field, down for a base hit. And it is a 2-out single for the Dodgers, their third base hit of the ball game. Edward, jump into the show next tomorrow night and throw any of those football questions at us. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The show will be live here on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. We are going to drop the replay on Saturday mornings for folks who can't get there in time and watch it before the baseball game. So we're going to drop that on Armchair Quarterback Radio YouTube channel. Some of y'all have already subscribed over there. Pitch on the outer edge, called that a ball. It did hit the zone, 1-1. No challenge by the Braves. The 1-1 count. Ohtani 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Brings it. That's another one that hit the zone. Drake's not challenging that one either. 2 pitches. He could have challenged them both, and we'd be walking back to grab the bats right now. But either one of them, that changes the at-bat big time. The 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And they're razor thin, so yeah, the umpire's missing it, but at the same token, that third pitch of the at-bat, I would say that's too close to the challenge. But that second one, he definitely should have challenged. The 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball, high heat, sit him down, Joe. My fingers are so. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Here in Braves country, 1-0 your score.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello. Toga! The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka. Toga! Because I drank the vodka. Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway.
Toga!
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here. Tonight, this is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
Go get all the sleep I need and I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son. I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Toga!
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Yeah!
Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Welcome back. Yamamoto goes back to work. Lane Thomas, the batter. First pitch on the outer edge for a ball. It's 1-0. Thomas batting .231 on the year, 11 home runs. 0 for 1 on the day with a grounder to third. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0. You'd love to see them start working the count. Yamamoto is sitting at 63 pitches, and that's about where you want to be in the fifth inning. But if they could run that pitch count up, they could get him out by the next inning. The 2-0. Swing lifted. High and deep into left field. Going back at the track. It's going to die just before the warning track for a loud out, number 1. Got a good swing on it, just didn't get quite enough. Hit it with any part of my body? Jordan, because I'll dive in front of the plate if there's money involved. Mike Yastrzemski standing in. First pitch is outside wide. It's 0-1. The answer would be nobody can hit that. If they could, you'd be busy right now on some field somewhere. The 1-0. Outer edge. Man, wide strike. You got to challenge that, yes. Terrible non-challenge by the Braves tonight. That was a foot off the damn plate. I mean, more like 2.5 to 3 inches, but you get my drift. The 1-1, down and in, ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Yaz 0 for 1 on the day. Bringing it down and in. Ball 3, 3-1. Neither pitcher has thrown a walk. You'd love to see Yaz get on. Dodgers have had a hard time keeping the Braves runners from stealing in this series. The 3-1 pitch. Filthy cutter on the outer edge. Full count. But there's just no way you can give Yamamoto extra strikes. If you're the Braves and you know a pitch is off the plate, and Yaz knew because he said something to the umpire. If you say something to the umpire, you know, challenge it. You can't give a guy like Yamamoto extra strikes. The payoff pitch, swing, slices it deep and out of play, third base side. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Braves. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. The payoff pitch. Swing, fouls it back. The 3-2. Yamamoto pitch 72 on the night and kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Splitter got him, 2 down. Strikeout number 7. But should have been walk number 1. And I know we're splitting hairs when we say that kind of stuff, but if you're going to beat a guy like this, you got to beat him in all facets. You can't give him anything. Austin Riley, the batter, righty-righty matchup. First pitch swing and smokes it, but a leap and grab over there at third. Good play by Kike Hernandez. Impressive shot. That ball was heading for extra bases. We'll be back in a flash. Braves lead at 1-0, sixth inning in a fast-moving baseball contest.
The 0-1 pitch. A liner off Nagy's glove into center field. The Florida Marlins have won the World Series.
Celebrate Halloween and all that, been carved out the pumpkin, because I know from slavery, you know, my ancestors were slaves. So I know what the pumpkin stands for. Put the pumpkin on top of our head. I'm not inviting that energy into my life. Man, gouge his eyes out, everything. Put the pumpkin over. That's what that did, hanging from a tree.
Kevin! What the are you talking about? That has nothing to do with jack-o'-lanterns. Hey, man. Hey, who's teaching y'all this? Kevin, I ain't got time for this. Who's telling you this? For those who don't know, the jack-o'-lantern actually didn't start off with pumpkins at all. They used turnips. And this was in the 19th centuries. Not only did it have nothing to do with slavery, but it originated in Ireland and Britain. So, Kevin, again, who the taught you that?
On July 8th, 2 weeks after coming off the disabled list, Mattingly hit 2 home runs in a Yankee victory.
When you hit a home run, you know, like one game, boop, okay, and then the next day you hit another one. Well, a lot of guys do that, you know, no big deal. And then you hit another one.
On July 12th, the day before the All-Star break, the streak reached 5 straight games with a home run.
A home run for Mattingly, his 5th straight ball game.
And then the first thing you get mad because of the All-Star break, because you stop what he's doing.
And now, the 1987 All-Stars. Batting second and playing first base, the only major leaguer to win an RBI title, batting title, and MVP award in his first 3 seasons. From the New York Yankees, number 23, Don Mattingly.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. 1-0 your score. Chris Sale goes back to work, and the first pitch right there. On the outer edge for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Takes it, fires. It's 0-2, swing and a miss. The 0-2 count. I swear, it still doesn't, for you football fans, it still doesn't feel like football season to me. I guess because it's so hot outside and it just sneaks up on you every year when you get locked into these baseball races. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, chased it down and in, slider, 79 miles an hour. That is strikeout number 9 for Mr. Chris Sale. 1 away. This weekend is they call it week 0. It's such a weird thing to call it. But anyway, they call it week 0 for college football, and then the NFL is coming to an end with their preseason, where you're really hurting for football watchers for watching this junk. Everybody on the field this weekend in these NFL games are going to be working at your local Publix next week, as the first pitch is right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. They get back to the NFL 2 weeks from tonight. Is the 0-1 inside, 1-1. Well, actually 2 weeks from last night. They're doing a weird Wednesday game this year. 1-1 count. In college football, their full slate starts next week, Thursday night through all the way through Labor Day. 1-2 count. That pitch is fouled down the line. 66 pitches for Chris Sale. While the football, the Leatherheads are worried about that, us Seamheads, we've got a big series next weekend. It's a wraparound series with the Philadelphia Phillies. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday day games. The 1-2. Chopper back to the mound, almost gets Chris Sale, bounces off his glove. Ozzie Albies has it, flips it to first, and there's 2 down. I believe he's okay. You might have seen his life flash before his eyes. He tried to make the snag as it bounced by him, but more concerned about just letting it go by there, Sale. We don't need to get you hurt. Always have those flashbacks of when he made that diving, and it was an unbelievable play, but he made that diving play in the middle of the infield, and we lost him for 6 or 8 weeks with a broken rib. First pitch to Freddie Freeman, chops it foul. It's 0-1. I mean, this dude is headed for another Cy Young. Let's be honest. The only thing that would hurt him is if someone's overall numbers ended up being better because Chris Sale doesn't have as many starts. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifted out to center field. Coming over, making the grab is Harris, and that'll end the inning. But the conductor is cruising. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Let's get him some insurance here in Braves country.
We're going to plan a little party. It's going to be called the Garbage Trash Lingerie Party.
That's the theme?
Yes.
Texas is split into 7 regions that feel like completely different states. The Panhandle Plains consist of wide-open grasslands and massive cattle ranches. Cities like Amarillo and Lubbock reflect the area's strong cowboy, ranching, and rodeo traditions. The Prairies and Lakes region is a transition zone of rolling grasslands, oak woodlands, and rivers. Dallas and Fort Worth, where traditional Texas cattle culture meets massive suburbs and modern business. The Piney Woods region is filled with pine forests and swamps. East Texas has stronger connections to the Deep South, with small historic towns and Southern-style cooking. The Gulf Coast has a humid subtropical climate filled with beaches and palm trees. Houston brings global cultures and industry, while communities like Galveston and Corpus Christi are shaped by fishing and life along the water. The Hill Country is known for its limestone hills and clear spring-fed rivers. Its culture combines Austin's big city music scene with small-town ranching traditions. The South Texas Plains is where dry brushland gradually becomes the subtropical lower Rio Grande Valley. The region is defined by its Mexican-American and Tejano heritage. Big Bend country is a remote landscape of Chihuahuan desert. Its culture blends indigenous, Mexican, and ranching influences.
I did a bad thing.
Does it affect me?
No.
Then suffer in silence.
How dear to my heart was the old-fashioned batter who scattered line drives from the spring to the fall. He did not resemble the up-to-date batter who swings from his heels and misses the ball. The up-to-date batter I'm not very strong for. He shatters the ozone with all of his might, and that is the reason I hanker and long for those who doubled to left and tripled to right. The old-fashioned batter, the eagle-eyed batter, the thinking man's batter, who tripled to right.
The great men of baseball are at the very heart of the game. They are the ones who set the standards, the ones who created the memories, take us to different heights. They allow us to dream.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th we go. Hassan Kim, 1 for 1 on the day and a stolen base, comes to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Yamamoto back to work. This will be pitch about 75 of the game, or 74 to be exact, is the first pitch right there on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Yamamoto with 7 strikeouts on the day, 2 hits allowed, 1 run. The 1 run was the Drake Baldwin solo shot at the beginning of the game. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Right there on the outer edge. 1-2. The Braves can win this game. You're talking about a sweep of the Dodgers, winning 5 of 6 games, but getting swept by the Twins and losing the season series to the Mets. So make it make sense. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 4-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour. Got him upstairs, 1 away. Even with that strikeout, Yamamoto, how about him being 3 for 7 lifetime against Yamamoto? That alone could get you on a playoff roster against the Dodgers in October. Drake Baldwin, the batter, first pitch down and away. It's 1-0. Meaning you could see them not having him on the roster in the first round, but yet when they run into the Dodgers, he's out there against Yamamoto just specifically to face him. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. And the Dodgers, after the loss last night, they are now 33-35, 2 games under 500 against teams with winning records. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. When you sit out in a division, you get to rack up W's on the Rockies and the Giants. 1-2. Swing, rips it down the line, foul. Do it again. You can build a hell of a lead like the Dodgers do have in their division. And they're not in any kind of threat of losing their division. The Braves haven't put theirs away, but the Dodgers, they're sitting, 8.5 up on San Diego, 9.5 up on Arizona with about a month to play. The 1-2. High and out of the zone. Ball 2, 2-2. Haven't really looked at the Dodgers' schedule because I hadn't thought about it being an issue going down the stretch. But if you look at the Dodgers' schedule, as the 2-2 pitch swing just got a piece of that to stay alive. They leave here, they go to Detroit, and then they go home against St. Louis and Washington and the Reds. Then they go to the Marlins and the Reds. They finish with the Giants, Padres, and the Giants. And they've got a pretty easy schedule down the stretch. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch them. So we're probably playing in the first round, the 2-2. Fouls away. But you never know. I mean, if they play with their food and they don't go out motivated, you never know. But the Reds have been a disaster this year, and they have not. They're trying to release guys. So their roster is going to get even lighter if they have any luck with it. Looks like Rortford's got something going on with his mask. He's adjusting it right now. A 2-2 count. Drake Baldwin to be followed by Ozzie Albies if the line gets moving, Matt Olson. 5 total hits in the game so far, 3 by the Dodgers, 2 by the Braves. Atlanta leads in the important category with the 1 run. The 2-2 pitch swing. Chopped on the ground, backhanded over there at second by Rojas. He'll flip it to first, and there's 2 away. If any of you football fans have specific questions on the betting spreads, make sure to put it in the chat of the show for tomorrow. We'll make sure to hit those first, but you can also throw them in as the show goes along. It's not going to be a terribly long show because it's basically being treated as a pregame show. As the first pitch swinging by Ozzie Albies, he'll drop that into right field. It is down for a base hit. And a 2-out single by Ozzie Albies to see
I'm the Wiz,
we can get anything going here.
I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Matt Olson coming to the plate. Boy, could he change this game with 1 swing. Olson 0 for 2 on the day with the strikeout. First pitch, splitter outside wide. It's 1-0. He hung a splitter on the last at bat. I don't think I even mentioned it, but I kind of registered in my head. He hung one middle of the plate. Olson didn't swing at it, and if he connects on one of those, we're going to be dancing. The 1-0. Swing, rifles the 4-seamer. Out in the way, 1-1. You don't get to get a lot of mistakes on a guy like Yamamoto. But that one was definitely, I guarantee he had a conversation when he went in the dugout with his catcher about fortunate Olson didn't swing at that one. The 1-1. Inside ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, curveball. 77 miles an hour. You have that coming at you in 95, 96. It's a hell of a combo, and it's hard to time it up. So Deuce is wild. 2 outs, a 2-2 count. Ozzie Albies standing over at first. The infield back into the right, outfield deep and straight away. The 2-2. Quick flip over there to keep Ozzie close by. Probably thinking the same thing I was just thinking a second ago. If he times up on that curveball and takes off, Ozzie will steal second with ease. The 2-2. Kicks and fires. Swing, rips it. Line drive right at Freddie Freeman. He steps on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Man, that was a hot shot. Matt Olson flips his bat and slams his helmet. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 7th we go here in Braves country. 1-0 your score.
So apparently the assumption from my viral video is that I don't have gay pride. But I would argue that that's not true. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So
I was looking through my girlfriend's notes app and I came across the list of baby names and I noticed that there's no girl names. What'd that mean?
If your Scottish ancestors show up in colonial America before the American Revolution, they may not have chosen to come on their own behalf. Between 1650 and 1775, thousands of Scots were transported to the American colonies against their will. Some were captured after battles like Dunbar in 1650 and Worcestershire in 1651 during the English Civil Wars. Others were Jacobite prisoners after the 1750 and 1745 uprisings. Some were convicted of crimes and sentenced to transportation instead of imprisonment. Many were sent to plantations in Virginia, Maryland, and the Carolinas as indentured servants, where they had to work for years before gaining their freedom, if they even survived. So if your Scottish ancestors suddenly appear in colonial America with no obvious reason for immigrating, this could be part of their story.
America is a country which encourages and welcomes change. Through the years, sometimes on its own, or sometimes with a little push, baseball was able to accept and incorporate some of those changes into the fabric of the game. Some improved it. Others made us long for the game we used to know. But the important thing to remember is that baseball was just living up to its moniker as the American pastime. Ultimately, when the population began to shift out west, so too did baseball. The Braves moved to Milwaukee. The Dodgers and Giants left New York.
Welcome back. Chris Sale goes back to work, lefty-righty matchup. First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez is a four-seam fastball that's fouled straight back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Not a ton of baseball games going on today, but we will hit the out-of-town scoreboard here for you. The 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. Astros have a 3-0 lead over the Yankees. They're in the 6th. North of the border, the Blue Jays trail the Royals 5-0. 1-1 pitch, swing lifted high and deep into left field, going back on the track and making the catch at the warning track is Mauricio Dubon for out number 1. Anybody know how far the Blue Jays stadium is from the Lake of America? It never ends. Brewers lead the Mets 5-2 in the 6th. It's the Miz night for the Brew Crew. Pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Later on tonight, you got the Giants hosting the Diamondbacks, 9:45. Earlier today, 2-day games. Nats pound the Rockies 7-1, and the Cardinals beat the Orioles 7-5, and that's your out-of-town scoreboard. That made me laugh when I saw that. I was like, man, it's almost like they're a couple of like siblings that just kind of poke at each other. The 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. One count. That's what I'm here for, Richard. 1-1 outside wide, 1-2. I mean, if they really want to tick people off, name the ocean over there that is the 2-1 pitch. Swing lifted out to right field, down for a base hit, and it's a 1-out single for the Trolley Dodgers. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't, off the end of the bat, and the Dodgers have the tying run aboard with Alex Call coming to the plate. I mean, just rename it as opposed to the Strait of Vermouth, just rename it the Strait of America. It could really get some people fired up. Lefty-righty matchup. Call the batter first pitch. Right there at the knees, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Infield back into the left. Kicks and fires. Inside. Four-seam fastball, 1-1. Call is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. I still never saw the replay of that. I didn't see either one of them show it. If it hit him, it skipped across his shoe. 1-1 count. Swing! That ball's lifted high into left field. Coming over, making the catch is Mauricio Dubon for out number 2. Big second out there. Sale, by the way, is at 79 pitches. If he gets out of this inning pretty quickly, you could see him back out there for the 8th, which would bridge Iglesias to the 9th. And remember, we've used quite a bit of our pitchers in this series, and that would be a godsend for Weiss to be able to have him go 8. Pitch on the way, swing, fouls it away. It's 0-1. I mean, in theory, you could see him go 9, but he'd have to have an extremely quick 8th inning. And the Dodgers, I would think, would want to work the count specifically going into that inning. There'd probably be a conversation about the 0-1. Swing lifted, another one. Hit high and deep into center field. Drifting back on the warning track, making the catch is Michael Harris at the wall. 75% of this world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back. First pitch to Mauricio Dubon is taken for a ball, down and away. It's 1-0. Braves lead it just 1-0. Bottom of the 7th, looking for some insurance. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, slaps it over towards second. Rojas is there. Hard hit ball, but an atom ball. 4-3 on the putout, one away. Yamamoto sitting at 92 pitches. So if the Braves don't go super fast, you would think this is his last inning. Yamamoto's about as tough as they come. I mean, as far as competitors go, we saw him in the postseason where, I mean, he carried that Dodgers, and it's really strange because they're so loaded, but he carried that Dodgers rotation. First pitch swing. Right over the top, it's 0-1. And the fact that he would do it on no rest, go out there, I mean, I didn't know much about Yamamoto before covering that World Series. I gained a brand new respect for him. The 0-1, down and away, 1-1. In a day and time where you see these guys hardly ever pitch, when they do, there's all these pitch limits and whatnot. He didn't care. He wanted to win a title. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Filthy curveball. Real quick update on the NFL preseason game scoreboard. Nobody cares. The 1-2 pitch. Way outside wide. Ball 2-2-2. I checked during the last break. That ball game never came back on. They're still sitting in the college game I was talking about earlier. They're still sitting in technical difficulties. They've got to be about at halftime with that. You know how mad you'd be if you were alumni at college, the 2-2 chops it foul. I think someone just didn't plug a cord in or something. And they probably have one of the peons they're running, because I think it's North Dakota and somebody. It's the team they're playing is like 5 touchdown underdog somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's not a big game in the grand scheme of things. I think it was Long Island University, now that I think about it. But anyways, you know that there's at least a good portion of people that live in those areas that are ticked off. The 2-2. Outside wide, ball 3-2. Because, I mean, it would be the equivalent if we get to opening day and somebody didn't plug the right plug in and we're going, I don't know what's going on. You got me? The payoff pitch. Swing, chopper. Harris is making him work, if nothing else. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat, and it's also going to be pitch 100 for Yamamoto. Standing on deck is Thomas. I'm sure a lot of it will have to do with what happens in this at-bat with Harris. The payoff, swing, Baltimore chopper towards the mound, over the mound, trying to barehand it, and Michael Harris is safe. That'll be an infield single. I don't think he was going to get him anyways. That Baltimore chopper bounced over the mound. Miguel Rojas was trying to barehand it, but even if he gets it,
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike.
Harris
Keep your
was
game
passing
tight.
first base.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
He was thinking about flipping it to Freddie, but Freddie was not that far from it. He might have handcuffed him. I think the best thing that could have happened to the Dodgers there is for him not to get the ball. Because if he throws it, the only thing that could have happened is either he was going to be safe anyways or he chucks it into the dugout. Lane Thomas, your batter, righty-righty matchup. First pitch outside wide, it's 1-0, and you wonder if Harris might be moving. The infield is back into the left, the outfield deep and straight away. Huge hole on the right side, Freddie holding the runner. The 1-0 pitch. Turns and kicks. P at the knees. Here comes the throw down to second base. They might have gotten him. And Harris is being called out, but he wants a challenge. It is extremely close. He did not get the great jump you would expect, and Weiss does want a challenge. I think regardless, it's a good challenge. You're in the 7th inning. You get 2 of those. We haven't used one. You don't use them as often as it seems like we used to. It looks like he's safe, and he did not hold the tag either. So he kind of whipped it. He looks safe. The tag came through. By the time he tagged him, you're seeing the replay. Yeah, he's definitely safe. Whether or not they're going to overturn it. Yeah, honestly, they just showed a replay on Braves Vision. That was a terrible jump. But he is safe. The only thing that he could have hit is that pad. He should have done more of a swim move. Your second base umpire, Edwin Jimenez, did not have a good angle. He did a bad job of getting a good look at that. But it looks like he touches the bag, then he gets hit. But when you're doing that and you're Michael, if any of y'all are watching that at home, especially kids, your left arm, you've got to move it around and avoid the tag on a swim move. His padding, his oven mitt that he's using, is supposed to be an advantage to tag the base. Instead, it's sticking out there for someone to touch. So if they do call him out, they're going to say that he touched the oven mitt. And that's what the Dodgers replay is looking at. But it looks like he's safe. He didn't get the right arm that tagged the base. If he got anything, it would have been, I mean, I'm talking about in time. If he got anything, it would have been the oven mitt that was sticking out. And they are going to call him safe. So good news there. And that'll bring a 2-0 count to Thomas, as that four-seam fastball was down and away. So runner at second, 1 out, the 2-0 to Lane Thomas. Bringing it. Curveball in the dirt. He spit on that sucker. 3-0.
I feel the need for speed.
The 3-0. Kicks and fires. Bang, right there, sinker. Right down the pipe. Taken all the way, 95-mile-an-hour sinker. Good take by Thomas on a 3-0. That was more of a pitcher's pitch, a little bit on the inner cut. He would have jammed him for sure. The Yaz is standing on deck as Yamamoto steps off the bump. Be interesting if Yamamoto, after this at bat, you got the lefty Yaz coming up, will they go to the pen? I haven't seen any action in the pen. The 3-1. Inside almost gets him, and that's ball 4. So a little life living in the fast lane. Lane Thomas, and yep, that's going to do it. Roberts is coming out. See if they go to Jack Dreyer or someone else. Lefties they have in the pen, a plethora. Braves lead by 1. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Back in a flash here in Braves country. Welcome back. Jack Dreyer, 27-year-old left-hander coming in, and they're going to leave the Yaz in. I thought they might pinch hit. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss at strike. It's 0-1. They had Brewer Hicklin. They could have pinched hit, and of course Acuna as well with the right-handers, but they're going to let the Yaz face the left-hander, the 0-1. Infield back into the right, pitch in the dirt, 1-1. 1-1 count. They're wanting Acuna just to take the day off and just across the board. Hicklin would have been a very good choice here. But maybe they want to give Yaz more exposure to left-handed pitching, and with the lead, you can gamble a little bit. The 1-1, down and in, ball 2-1. They on the bench, Acuna, as you all know, Murphy and Hicklin. Then they also have Dominic Smith. If you missed the news earlier in the week, Jarvis is down in AAA. The 2-1 count. Swing rips up the middle, and that's going to be a double play. An atom ball, a look what I found by Jack Dreyer. That ball was scalded up the middle, and somehow he caught it. So that'll end the inning. Man, oh man, did he hammer that ball too. It was probably going to be caught anyways by the shortstop Mookie Betts. But we're doubled off. We go to the 8th, clinging to a 1-run lead.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country. Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS!
Where are you? I'm in the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch is a strike there at the knees. Lefty-lefty matchup. Wortvert, the batter, the number 9 hitter. Then back to the top of the order will be Ohtani and Edman. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. The solo shot by Drake Baldwin to start the game off in the bottom of the first of the Braves. That's it. Bent Rorford, 5'10", 210-pounder. Chops it foul. 0-2 once again. It's out of Madison, Wisconsin. Drafted out of high school. Verona, Wisconsin, Verona Area High School. That's a hell of a name for high school. We're just in that area. We're in the Verona area. Drafted by the Twins in 2016 in the second round. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yak 'em, son. Yak 'em. 10th punch out of the night for Chris Sale. And there's one away. That'll bring Shohei Ohtani to the plate. First pitch on the way is a slider well off the plate. It's 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing. Pops it up. Into left field. Drifting in. Making the running catch is Dubon for out number 2. Two up, two down. Tommy Edman, your batter. Call me crazy because I've been called much worse. But if he gets a quick out here, I think we're going to see him in the ninth. The first pitch right there, slider, drifts inside for a strike. It's 0-1. He's at 88 pitches. But the big thing is, if he gets past Edman here real quick, Freddie Freeman would be due up second in the ninth. The 0-1, swing and a miss, it's 0-2. And you would probably warm up Iglesias just in case, but I would roll him out there, and if he keeps cruising, you're ready, but you don't have to use Iglesias. The 0-2. Slider down and away. 1-2. On top of that, I don't think Chris Sale is going to pitch next week until the Philadelphia series. So he's going to get at least one extra day of rest. 1-2 count. Inside, that get him? That got him. Hit him in the leg. Edman got bailed out by a pitch inside. They were trying to dot the inner edge, and he just got him. Edman didn't even budge. He wanted to get hit. He knew he had no chance. So Mookie Betts will come to the plate now, and he is 2 for 3. He's got 2 of the Dodgers' 4 hits. Rojas and Wortvit the other 2. And Edman, with pretty good speed, is over at first. We all know how folks like to run on the Drake. First pitch on the way. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. If you're Chris Sale, you just got to focus on Mookie Betts. Freddie Freeman's on deck, so if this line keeps moving, scratch everything I said, this will be his last inning, the 1-0. Nowhere near the zone, ball 2-2-0. And he may be hitting a wall here. This is his 8th inning. 2-0 count. Misses, ball 3-3. The 3-0 count. Kicks and fires. 4-seam fastball taken at the top of the zone. 3-1. He was taken all the way on that one. This will be pitch 95 for Chris Sale. The 3-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it away. Full count. So the runner at first will be on the move now with good speed. Anything that gets down into the gap would tie the game. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Top of the 8th inning. Pitch number 97 coming from number 51. Betts, who's 2 for 3 with a double and a single, is digging in. Chris Sale turns, kicks, fires, swing, chopper up the middle. Ozzy's got it, flips it to first, and that'll end the inning. So probably the end for Chris Sale, standing ovation and all. Chris Sale, take a bow, sir. 1-0 your score. We'll go get some insurance in the 8th when we return.
Big play now. Boyd wide left, Solomon right. OJ moving out in a split with Bob Farrell. It'll be OJ, and he's got openings. OJ almost ran away as he began to cut.
Armchair.
You continue to set an expectation of 1 hour of screen time, and yet your kids find a way to extend that on a daily basis.
Well, I haven't had a chance to look at the numbers, and, I'm not proud of them. But what I can say is when they're on screens, they're not fighting or putting stickers on the ground or grinding kinetic sand into the...
It's twofold, right? I mean, on one hand, we have the internet now. There's more information available. Also more information to sift through. Now we realize that it's frowned upon to let your kids go play in the woods until dinner time without any way of contacting them.
You're saying your dad was not only negligent?
No.
Usually you're either hot and you take 2 or 3 days off, it's not going to be the same. But came right out of the break, and I think it was Charlie Huff clicked it.
He hits it high and deep. Well, it's stayed fair down the line. Goodbye, grand slam. 4th of the year for Don Mattingly.
So all of a sudden it happened again, and it just kind of grew.
Oh, yes, he got it. Mattingly is now in it. Holy cow. Hit home runs in 7th straight game.
When he was locked in, he could hit the ball out of anywhere. It didn't have to be short porch and right field.
Hey, did he get all of it? Did he? Holy cow, he did it! Holy cow, Mattingly is unbelievable. The opposite field. Holy cow. Don Mattingly has just tied a record set back in 1956 by the Pirates' Dale Long. A home run in 8 consecutive games.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us.
First pitch swinging here, Enrique.
Oh my God, I don't care.
Edgardo Henriquez, I should say. First pitch fouled back by Austin Riley. It's 0-1. Riley 0 for 2 on the day. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Upstairs, 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. If this was the postseason, I would say Sale would definitely go back out to face Freddie Freeman. I don't know if they'll do that. I haven't seen them shake hands in the dugout, but I'm assuming that was his last. He's at 97 pitches. The pitch down and in, 1-2. Just knowing how they don't like to push it. And you do have to think big picture. You don't want to wear him out. And then he has some kind of dead arm issue going into September, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 101 miles an hour to Austin Riley. 1 away. That'll bring Ha-Seong Kim to the plate. To me, this would be a perfect opportunity to pinch hit for Ha-Seong Kim. But it looks like they are going to let him bat. You could have Dominic Smith, the lefty, face this fireballer. You could always put Hicklin in the outfield and have Dubon go to short next inning. First pitch swinging, bangs it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. Probably a different approach if you're trailing. Iglesias is warming up in the pen. He looks to be just about ready. He's keeping himself warm, tossing. Love to get a insurance run or two here. We'll be facing the middle of the order for the Dodgers. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. And if you think about it, it's the heart of the order because Freddie Freeman versus right-handers, which is who we may have in there, he's leading it off. The 1-1. inside of that ball, get him, spun him around, just missed him. 2-1. Freddie Freeman will be leading off, and if they do pull Sale, you'd have a righty there. So realistically, this is more the heart, not the middle of the order. They'll probably pinch hit for Teoscar Hernandez, but we'll see. I think they would definitely pinch hit for Rojas. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Now that's assuming they don't just send Sale back out there and he shuts it all down. 2-2 count. On the Dodgers bench, if you are wondering, Fiducia, Max Muncy, Thomas, and Tucker, all left-handed bats. The 2-2 count, down and away, 3-2. Sale is sitting, and I haven't seen the handshakes and whatnot, so I'm starting to think that they're going to send him back out there. Maybe not for the whole inning, but to start off against Freddie Freeman and see where it goes. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Filthy cutter, 95 miles an hour off the plate. And there's 2 down. I don't understand how this guy does not have better numbers. Because every time we see him, whether we're doing a Braves game or an out-of-town, he looks filthy. And his ERA is below 3, but I'm saying that they've been bringing him in when they're down earlier in the game. Drake Baldwin, the batter, first pitch, swing and a miss over the cutter. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Drake Baldwin, 1 for 3 with a solo shot. First at bat of the ballgame, first pitch of the ballgame that the Braves saw. The 0-1. Drops the slider about belt high. Drake would love to have that one back. It's 0-2. That one was right in his wheelhouse. So 2 strikes now. Got to shorten up the swing, Braves. Standing on deck is Ozzie. Olson's in the hole. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a bad slider in the dirt, and that'll end the inning. Ball gets away. Flips it to first. Freddie's got it. And we'll go to the 9th inning. Clinging to a 1-run lead. Let's get it, Braves country!
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
One game. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down. Because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another. If each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Everybody wrote us off. Everybody. And yet here we are, 40,000 people out there have also written us off. And there are a few out there who do still believe in you. If you'll never give up on it. If you go back out on the field, those are the people I want in your minds. Those are the people I want in your hearts. Every man at some point in his life is going to lose a battle. He's going to fight and he's going to lose. But what makes him a man is that in the midst of that battle, he does not lose himself. This game is not over. This battle is not over. So let's hear it one more time. Together. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Let's go!
And this crowd's back into it now.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Welcome back. Chris Sale back on the bump. 97 pitches, Freddie Freeman leading off. And like I said before, he could just be going out there to face Freddie, and then we see how it goes. First pitch on the way. 97-mile-an-hour sinker inside. It's 0-1. Someone said they missed 2024 Strider. That's the year he got hurt. The 7 ERA. The 1-0. Swing, rips it up the middle, and that's a leadoff single for the Dodgers. And just like that, trouble of brewing. So you wonder now if they go get him. Trying to give Chris Hill a chance. Didn't work out, but you can understand why they did it. That fastball just got way too much of the plate with the shift on. If they're playing an honest defense there, we'll get a pinch runner for, it'll be Alec Thomas going to run for Freddie Freeman. He can fly. The only reason why you may keep Sale in at this point is because he gives you a better chance of keeping the runner at bay with the speed of Alec Thomas. Teoscar Hernandez standing in, and Sale will stay in the game. First pitch, swing lifted, high into left field, not very deep, and Dubon's underneath it, calling for it for out number one. Big out number one. Whoever it was that said that, I think you're talking about 2023 Spencer Strider. That's where he won 20 games. And 24 is where he spit the bit. It hasn't been the same since. I can't remember who said, but I remember looking at what? Pitch 101 on the night. Miguel Rojas will stay in. The first pitch down and in. It's 1-0. The only other thing you can think of on this as well, why you would not go get Iglesias, it's because they have Muncy. It's because they have Tucker, the left-handed bats sitting on the bench, and maybe you'd rather have a tired Sale than face those. The 1-0 pitch, swing, chops on the ground over to Riley. It's just going to go foul. Not a hard hit ball, so I don't think it would have gotten two. We would have gotten the out at first, in all likelihood. And the tying run would have been at second. I don't think you would have gotten the force at second. And you definitely couldn't have gotten a double play on that one. The 1-1. P at the knees. Bang! Strike two. Rojas wants to challenge this one. That looked like a strike. And it is.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
So a 1-2 count.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Speed at first, one out. Braves clinging to a one-run lead. The pitch. Flips it over to first, keep the runner close by. Infield is back into the left. Outfield deep and straight away. Thomas bouncing back and forth at first. The game right now is at the plate. 1-2 from Sale. Runner fakes. Swing. Fouls it away. Rojas protecting the plate there. Once again, Thomas can fly, and they did. I thought they might actually put Sean Murphy behind the plate for the ninth, but they did not do that. 1-2, runner goes, swing, fouls it away. Pretty good jump there by Thomas. He'll have to retreat. One-two count. Sale looking over at first. The pitch. Swing, rolls it on the ground. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen. And the throw pulls him off. Olsen says he's got the bag. It is Laz Diaz, and he's about half blind. So we'll have to wait on this. And Walt Weiss wants a check. It looks like he's got the bag, but we'll have to check here. So we'll hold off on any kind of celebration. If we win the argument, the game is over. Right now, runner at second. Or runner at first with 2 outs. Excuse me, I was looking at the replay. Here it comes. I can't see that on that play. They're only showing the right by, and I don't know how what is Laz Diaz doing there? You're supposed to be down the damn line, you moron. Chris Sale, I can't tell. They don't have from what I see, and Laz Diaz, and he is one of the clowns that is retiring after this year. Big fat Laz Diaz, he is in the worst possible position to call that play. He should be up the first baseline so he can see Olsen's foot. Logically, it looks like that he got him. The throw definitely beat him. That's not the argument. The argument is, was his foot pulled off? Alex Call is due up next. Sale is at 106 pitches. But I don't understand what he's doing standing there. That's not where you stand on a double play call. You've got to have you're going to have a look to see if he holds the bag. You're not standing there because you're thinking there's going to be a tag coming the other direction. They're talking to Chris Sale on the mound right now. Not sure what that's about. One of the umpires, I believe it's home plate umpire Chris Segal. It looks like his foot touched back and held the bag. We're still waiting on it. On deck is Call. Kike Hernandez is in the hole. And once again, you'd prefer, if Sale, if the game isn't over, you would prefer Sale to stay in because you don't want to bring those left-handed power hitters into the game. And that's the thinking from Weiss. He's not going to say that post-game, but I guarantee you that's a thought process because you like your chances better with the tired Sale than a fresh Iglesias going to get Max Muncy or Kyle Tucker. You'd rather have a tired Sale going against Call or Kike. The Dodgers just showed a side view that is coming almost from in between home and third, and it showed him holding that bag. I've not seen it on the Braves vision, and they haven't shown it again. They probably don't want to tip the hand. And here we go, Laz Diaz, and they are calling it safe. So the call's going to hold. The only good thing that comes out of that whole deal is that Chris Sale got a chance to get his wind, get a chance to get revved up for this next at bat. So a runner at first. There are 2 outs. Looks like Walt Weiss is coming out to talk to Laz Diaz. And I think he just wants an explanation. So Rojas is at first unless they pitch. They are going to pinch run. They're going to bring Kyle Tucker into pinch run. See, if they didn't still have Muncy on the bench, you could mess them up and bring in Iglesias, then have a righty-righty, but they still have Muncy, and we're going to roll with it. So here we go. Runner at first, 2 outs. First pitch, drops a slider in there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Call hit by a pitch his first time up, flew out to the center and left field his last 2 times. He's gotten decent swings his second and third time through. The 0-1. Flips and kicks. Swing! Rips it down the right field line, but foul. A touch behind that, it's 0-2. That was pitch 108 for Mr. Chris Sale. And now, Dodgers are down to their last strike. Braves fans trying to will them to a 3-game sweep. We've gone slider, fastball. As he go back to that slider as he try to sneak one up and in. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going.
Whiskey for my men. Beer for my horses. Chris Sale with the player of the game. Is there any doubt?
Come on. We're streaking. Woo! We're streaking.
He gets the game ball.
Through the quad to the gymnasium.
Streaking. Get in the car.
Everybody's doing it.
Now.
Tip of the cap to Drake Baldwin. Called a pretty good game all in all. And he had the solo shot. They got the Braves on the board 1-0. The first pitch of the game, the Braves hit a solo shot. Drake Baldwin over the right field wall towards the top chop house. And we ain't done nothing since. 9 innings, 11 punch outs, no walks, no runs, 5 hits against one of the best offenses in all of baseball. Against one of the best starting right-handers in all of baseball, Yamamoto. This is the game we were all looking forward to. This is Chris Sale, think about it. His last 2 starts have been against Yamamoto and the Dodgers and the Miz in Milwaukee. He's pitched great in both of them. We didn't score enough runs for him in the first one. Atlanta Braves take 5 out of 6 against the Dodgers. And we will move to 79 wins. The Dodgers will be a game in front of Atlanta for the second best record in the National League. And we keep it moving. MVP? Nobody. That's all right. We'll see you tomorrow night. And 7:15 first pitch, 7 o'clock will come on the air for Braves Country Baseball. We'll be on early 6 o'clock Eastern for the Armchair Quarterbacks radio show right here on Braves Country. We'll go over all the lines going into this weekend. There are some college football games that exist this weekend, not many. And we're also going to do some fun little season-long calls to give for you. And we'll talk about Edwards' Giants. He asked about the first game of the season, Giants and Cowboys. But if y'all got any questions on that, put them in the chat tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern. We will see you then. Braves win a tough one, and can you believe it after getting swept by the Twins last week? How good do you feel this week sweeping the Trolley Dodgers? One run, 4 hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. Sale gets the W. Yamamoto gets the L. And Chris Sale, a complete game, baby. Let's go.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.